Hi, this is Ilona Matteson coming to you from Beach Realty and Construction here on the beautiful Outer Banks. Today we're going to talk about the fall selling season, and if you're in the market to buy a home on the Outer Banks, what you can expect out of this selling season that started basically September the 1st. So I've got a few notes. The first one being number one, we are expecting it to be extremely busy. Generally, our market slows down a little bit in June, July, and August because houses are rented, vacationers are here. It's a little more challenging to get into the properties. So we will see a slight increase in inventory coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we're also going to see an increase in activity. Buyers will be coming down, making offers, getting ready for getting the house to be put on the rental market for next spring. So we are officially in that market in that season. The next thing I wrote down for you is just be prepared with the new lending rules. Lending has changed dramatically from what it was a few years ago. The process does take longer, and they are going to require a lot more paperwork. You also need to be very careful of what type of contingencies or provisions that you put into your sales contract. It has to be written the right way because any variance or any abnormality is going to be questioned and need to be verified and triple checked and double checked, and sometimes even the provision could be kicked out by the lender. So you definitely need an experienced agent and a loan officer to work with so that you can get that loan approved and not spend 60 days working on a deal that won't close. The next thing I wrote down, of course, is interest rates are still very low. So for a conforming loan, which is anything under $417,000, you can still get under 4%. Even with a jumbo loan over 417, if you're borrowing more than 417,000, you're still going to be at 4.5%. So it's not a bad interest rate, but just be prepared for that. Pricing has definitely started to take a turn. We are seeing a huge slowdown in the inventory under 300,000. Essentially in Duck and Corolla, there really is no inventory left to speak of that is under 300,000. So while we're not looking at pricing going up just yet, if you're timing the market and you're waiting for the right time and hitting the bottom, we are here. If you wait too much longer, another 6 to 12 months, you're going to be buying at sort of when the peak starts to rise up again. It's not going to be a huge increase those first couple of years, but if you're looking for the best deals and you want to buy at the right time, now is the time. We are at the bottom. If you're in that under $300,000 price range, you pretty much are going to be ruling out Duck and Corolla unless you're okay with a condo. The best houses will most likely be getting multiple offers. We don't need that huge gap. We're not seeing that huge gap in listing price to selling price like we were, because the sellers have pretty much gotten a clue as to what the market value is, and they have now understood that these are the prices we're dealing with today. The best houses with good rental income, when they're priced right, they will sell, and they will sell pretty quickly, and sometimes even with multiple offers. So as you're coming down this fall to take a look at property, when you find something, snap it, because it's not going to last long if it's a great house. And if you wait too long, you could end up in a bidding war with multiple offers and end up paying a little bit more than if you went ahead and took action right away. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you about today is, of course, the due diligence period that the North Carolina Standard Offer to Purchase affords you. You will get a negotiated period of time. We're generally seeing between 30 and 45 days that you negotiate with the seller to do what's called your due diligence. And that's the period of time where you're going to get your loan approved, you're going to get your inspections done, you're going to negotiate with the seller on any items that might be found during that diligence period, and basically get all your ducks in a row ready for closing. That period of time also gives you the opportunity to cancel the contract if something doesn't work out. The way it's written now is you don't have to have a specific reason. So we're not a contingency-driven contract anymore. All of your contingencies are basically met within that due diligence period. They don't even have to be listed out anymore. You just have the option to move forward after your due diligence period is up, or to cancel the contract. So it really is a very buyer-friendly contract, and definitely in your best interest to take advantage of that time frame. You will need probably about 45 days for the loan process. So if you're thinking about coming to the Outer Banks this fall to take a look at, what properties we have, keep in mind, if you don't take action now, you're going to miss the bottom. We don't want to be one of those coulda, woulda, shouldas. So let me know if you're planning to be here. If you want to set an appointment to take a look at some property. The houses are opening up, vacationers are gone, it's a lot more accessible to get down here. Take a look at what's for sale. We've got some great inventory right now, some houses that do are cash flow positive. So if this is something you've thought about, please get in touch with me so we can set an appointment for you. Thanks.